I'm Gina Mizell here with Letourneau following Oregon State's 28-7 victory over San Diego State at Racer Stadium. Beavers are 3-0 through the non-conference portion of the season, which is obviously better than they were at this point last year, but now a big test coming up in the Pac-12 opener against USC. Of course, the Trojans are coming off that epic collapse, that really surprising loss to Boston College 2 weeks ago. They had a bye this weekend. Just what are your early thoughts about that game and what the Beavers face heading into that contest?
Well, I think that loss to Boston College is maybe the worst thing that could have happened to OSU, because this USC team is talented. They're veteran. They're aggressive, and they've been stewing on that loss for a week now, and they're going to be pretty motivated welcoming a talented Oregon State team into their home where they've have a pretty lengthy winning streak against Oregon State. So it's going to be a very tough matchup for Oregon State.
Yeah, you mentioned the lengthy winning streak. Oregon State has not won at the Coliseum since 1960. That's a very, very long time. But USC is coming off that Boston College loss, but they already have a conference win against Stanford in an ugly game in week 2, but still pulled out a close win over the Cardinal, which a lot of people think could still be the best team in the Pac-12, or at least one of the best teams in the Pac-12. You look at this matchup with USC's offense, Cody Kessler, someone like Nelson Aguilar, really tough receiver. How do you see this defense, which really clamped down on San Diego State, matching up against that offense of USC?
I mean, it's definitely going to be their biggest test
Sure.
of the year. There's no doubt about it. I expect the D-line to handle USC's run game. I think the big question is going to be how the secondary fares against that passing attack. I think it's really going to come down to that in a lot of ways. But I do think that they're going to be okay up front against this team.
Yeah, and of course, defensively, the big name is Leonard Williams for USC. He's a big draft prospect, defensive lineman, a lot of size, a lot of athleticism. With the troubles that Oregon State's offensive line has had, protecting Sean Mannion, at times maybe opening holes for the running backs. We saw it again against San Diego State. Are they ready to face a defensive lineman at that caliber as Leonard Williams?
As of right now, I would probably say no, but
right.
You never know until game day. They struggled mightily today against a pretty aggressive front six of San Diego State, especially early, but they kind of settled down, and that might be the case. I think at least at first it might take them a little while on Saturday to get used to what a Leonard Williams brings.
Yeah, obviously San Diego State runs a 3-3-5, so the scheme is a little bit different than what they'll see against